Hi, it's Andrew Bryant, and it's great to be alive again. I haven't been live on LinkedIn or YouTube or Facebook for a long time, and I'm going live tomorrow. And so this is a preview of what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow at the same time, which is 2 p.m. London time. I think that's about 10 o'clock in Singapore, early morning in San Francisco. But I want to talk about the courage of speaking up. And I'll be sharing tomorrow, Friday, Black Friday, 7 strategies that will help you speak up and advance your career. Now, I've been an executive coach it's coming up for 25 years now, and speaking up is a huge part of executive presence and getting a senior leadership position, advancing your career. And yet it's a significant problem. People are fearful of speaking up, or they don't know how to speak up. They have lots of excuses, and I'll share some of those excuses tomorrow. In fact, just this week, I was running a management program for global leaders, and they gave me a long list of why they shouldn't speak up. But I have flipped this, and one of the things that you'll learn tomorrow is that the cost of not speaking up is greater than the cost of speaking up. But how to speak up? In fact, just today, I had 2 very different coaching clients. I had a senior director from one of the big 4 accounting firms, and I had a procurement executive from a pharmaceutical company in Vietnam. And they both struggled with the same challenge: how to articulate. Now, the senior director from a big 4 accounting firm didn't know how to tell a story, didn't know how to have an analogy. And he'd recently, actually, unfortunately, had coronavirus. And I said, well, how was it? And he struggled to articulate it. And so I said, okay, well, when you get into a story, you have to say, what is it like? Is it like having your bones crushed, which is what dengue fever feels like? And we actually discovered it feels like swimming in a washing machine. So if you've had COVID, you might associate with that. I hope you never get it. The difficulty to breathe when the water's going. But we talked about one of his problems, which was the amount of work that he was under. A common thing for everybody right now. We're all under a great deal of pressure. And even though this guy's a senior director, he's still got a boss, and that boss is giving him a lot of work. And I said, well, what's it like? And he said, well, it's like eating a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken, and then the boss wants me to eat another one. And I said, well, now you get it. Now that's a great analogy. All right. You enjoy Kentucky Fried Chicken, so therefore you like the work. You're not telling your boss you don't like the work. You just don't like so much of it. And then shortly afterwards, I was coaching, as I mentioned, a procurement executive in a pharmaceutical company in Vietnam. And her response to me was, I'm overwhelmed. I've got a lot of work. I've been doing 2 people's jobs for the last 9 months, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And I actually shared with her that the bucket of chicken, and I said, for me personally, it's not chicken, it's chocolate. At the end of the evening, after dinner, maybe I've got a glass of wine, and a piece of chocolate's just perfect for me. But if I ate a whole block of chocolate, I would feel sick. And she said, that's exactly right. She said, I'm the same with chocolate. And so what she needs to be able to say is, hey, boss, I can't eat all this chocolate. And her issue, of course, was around delegation and framing. And these are things that I teach, because speaking up is something I've done myself. I'm a speaker. It's something I've helped other people do. I've helped people get on the platform, whether they are professional speakers or whether they're executives that know how to speak. And I've worked across cultures and across genders. I'm on the external faculty at Singapore Management University for their Women in Leadership program. And I've worked with a lot of women who feel I can't speak up because I'm going to be perceived as arrogant. And as I said, I've lived in Singapore for 17 years. And I understand the cultural nuances of not speaking up. Today, I'm coming to you from sunny Portugal, where it's sunny but cold inside. I'm wearing this. So I'm excited that you are joining me today, but it is tomorrow that you need to tune in. Tomorrow at the same time, 2 p.m. London time, GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, and I will be sharing with you 7 strategies on how to speak up and advance your career. And because it's Black Friday, I'll also be doing some giveaways and just heavily discounted programs that if now is the time to invest in yourself and advance your career to be ready for 2022, then I have something for you. So if you haven't heard me live before, tune into that. I'm hoping this live goes beautifully. I'm just doing a quick preview and tech check ready for tomorrow because I had to put all my studio together here in Portugal, having moved from Singapore a couple of months ago. So to my friends and connections out there, looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Remember, the courage to speak up will advance your career. Do you have the courage? So I will sign off now, 6 minutes into this. And look, I've got Gurjit live. I've got Alex live, Basant all following me along. So clearly this is streaming out to the World Wide Web. It is streaming out to you. So make sure that you just put a note in your diary. I'll be speaking for 25 minutes tomorrow, giving you those 7 strategies. And you don't want to miss out because they will change your life and your career. Because the cost of not speaking up is greater than the potential risk of speaking up. And I've got a great acronym for you on that tomorrow. Don't miss out on that as well. So this is Andrew Bryant. Again, happy to be live on LinkedIn and YouTube, and probably will stream this out to Facebook. And I will see you tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.